I'm Marissa Ford with Wildlife in Focus, and I'm here with Bill Harvey and John Foster here at Chocolate Bayou in Calhoun County. But hang on a second, my photography friends, I got a question. Does this suit make me look fat? And are my earrings accessorizing quite properly with this? Just checking. Anyway, we're here to give you some tips for this upcoming photo contest. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. So catch you in a minute. Hi, I'm Marissa Ford with Wildlife in Focus, and I'm here in Calhoun County at Chocolate Bayou with Bill Harvey, and we are going to discuss some great tips that we think will help you be more successful in this upcoming photo contest. So Bill, why don't you take it away?
Yeah, thanks Marissa. What I'm going to visit with you about today are some items that I make sure I always have with me when I go out into the field, and items that I really think are essential. And we're not talking about things like your cell phone.
Cell phone?
Cell phone to make sure that you can call somebody if you're stuck in the mud, or your memory cards.
It's important.
It is. Or your memory cards or batteries for your camera. Or in my case, sometimes I left my cameras at home. But rather, really sort of minor items that have really come in handy to you at some point in the contest. I always make sure I have them with me. And we're going to start with Band-Aids. Because undoubtedly at some point you're going to maybe get cut on a piece of barbed wire, might have a bee sting. I stepped on a nail last year. But
did you get your tetanus shot?
I did get my tetanus shot.
Just checking.
But also, you're going to be using a tripod a lot in the contest, and although these seem fairly innocuous pieces of equipment, if OSHA regulated these, there would be any sorts of numbers, many different messages on here, little labels telling you that this is dangerous. There are at least 3 pinch points at the top of the tripod. This one has another 6 down here, and then invariably I'll have a heavy lens on top of the tripod head here, and forget about it, unscrew the screw to loosen the center post, and it'll smash my thumb.
Ow.
Ouch. So when you're out there and you've got a nick or a cut, pretty hard to beat, some waterproof, hydro-sealed, all-purpose Band-Aids.
And flies.
The next thing is that I really think are really handy to have with you are lens wipes. And these are made by Zeiss. They're you can buy them at Walmart for about $5.75 for 100. And they're great to make sure that you can get dust off the front of your lens or off the back of your camera, off the screen. Clean your glasses if you need to. And oftentimes, particularly in the spring, if you are you're indoors in air conditioning, you walk out into the cold weather or cool weather, your camera lenses will fog up, and so you can clean them off, clean the fog off with these wipes. One of the other great things is you can wash them and dry them numerous times, and they're still useful.
So you don't empty your pockets?
Not always.
I'm sorry, Lori.
She normally is the person who finds them, for sure. But these are just really very, very handy. Next, I always carry 2 lights with me, particularly when I'm out at night. This headlamp is made by Coast, and it has both a white light, so if I can get the red light to work, and a red light as well. And the beauty of having the red light, Marissa, is that if you're out and it's dark and you're doing some night photography and maybe you need to make some adjustments to your camera, then you could turn the red light on and you still have sufficient light to make those adjustments. But when you turn the light off, your eyes will adjust to the dark much more quickly.
Yes.
And if the white light is on at the Texas Gulf Coast in the spring, mosquitoes. So you're actually going to attract fewer mosquitoes with the red light than you will with the white. I'll also take a small flashlight with me. Again, this one is made by the same company, Coast. It's great if you're wearing your headlamp and you don't want to take it off, and you can still just put this in your pocket, pull it out, look on the ground for anything you might have dropped. The beauty of these is that they're waterproof and they're also rechargeable.
Very cool.
My friend John Foster kind of turned me on to these, to always take some shears with you, because invariably you'll get out someplace and you want to get set up to take some photos, and you're going to have some twigs in the way, or maybe a small tree limb actually, and you can cut them off very quickly with these shears. You can just carry them with you in a sheath, or just stick them in your back pocket. These are made by Corona.
Corona, not the virus.
No, not the virus. They're really sharp and very sturdy, and highly recommend these as some shears to make sure that you have with you. I always take a Geodis rocket blaster, and
Okay.
thought you had something to say about this.
Just checking to make sure it's not a dog toy. It looks like one of my kids' toys that he chucks across the room.
Well, with our boxer, I can kind of squirt him in the face with a little air, and he'll always try to nip off the end of it. But the actual utility of these is in getting dust off your camera lens, off your glasses. Also, if you're comfortable with taking the lens off of your camera, if you have a mirrored camera, putting the mirror up, you can get dust off the sensor. And if you get a lot of dust on that sensor at some point in the shoot, either from the wind blowing dust, or maybe you drop your camera, it's much easier to try to get the dust off with one of these air blowers than it's try to do it in Photoshop or something later. I mean, taking dust spots is legal for the contest, but it's just a pain in the hiney. If you have a mirrorless camera, it's much easier because you don't have to worry about the mirror. And I got this at Amazon. I want to say it was about 19 bucks.
Amazon.
Got it at Amazon.
Do you use Amazon Smile?
Tell me the advantages of that.
Well, Amazon Smile, it donates back to a nonprofit of your choice. So Wildlife in Focus is a nonprofit, and we're on Amazon Smile, so you can choose us and you can actually donate money towards Wildlife in Focus with your purchase.
Amazon.
Amazon Smile.
I carried a fairly involved set of tools with me anytime I went to the field, in case I needed to maybe tighten up a leg on a tripod, or once I had a screw actually starting to come out of the back of the camera. And I found, instead of this kind of large tool set, I found this extremely nice, high degree of utility multi-tool that's made by Novaflex. It has a whole series of different size hex heads on it, has a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver, and also a little star screwdriver. And so there are tools on here that will allow you to make any sort of small repair that you're going to need to do in the field. I've used it several times. It's really nicely made. Made by Novaflex, about $28 I want to say. It's made out of aluminum, so it won't rust. Stick in your pocket. It's great to have this really nice, handy, compact tool set.
That's pretty cool little set there. You could do a lot of stuff with that.
You could do a lot of stuff with that. Last, my bubble level.
I've heard so much about his bubble level, you have no idea.
Look how beautiful that thing is. It's all perfectly square.
I know, you can throw it on the craps tables in Vegas and make sure they're level. So there's no cheating.
Except that there are no little dots on it here.
I'm talking about making sure the craps table is level. You want that table to be level.
Okay.
You don't want your dice to roll. You don't want it to hit 7. Who knows about craps?
Who doesn't know about craps? That would be me. Okay. So we're going to
the bubble level.
We're going to leave Vegas and come back to Calhoun County here. So back when I shot film, not only myself but almost all my friends always had a bubble level with them. It'll slip on the hot shoe of your camera. Now this is a 3-axis bubble level, which means that I can use it, I can put it in the hot shoe of my camera, and I can make sure that the horizon's level, or if I want to shoot the camera in portrait mode, then of course the bubble level just moves with the camera motion in that arc, and then I can make sure that anything that's in the image that needs to be straight up, upright, whether it's a windmill or a post, is also going to be correct. They're super handy. I use them all the time in one form or fashion. Again, these are about $19, but sometimes you can find them on sale, Amazon.
Amazon Smile.
Amazon Smile, and you can get 2 for $19. So you can give
Bargain shopper Bill here.
so you can give one, keep one for yourself, and give one to your friends.
There you go.
And Marissa, that's a short list of things that I think that if you take with you to the field, you're going to much improve your experience.
Thank you, and have a great day.